Joe Manchin is quitting because he can't get anything done and he doesn't believe in the system anymore. Is that a fair appraisal?
Not at all. Not at all. The extremes have taken over to where they're the loudest or the base or whatever they want to call them, but that's not where America is. I figured I can't change Washington from within. I've tried for 13 years. So I'm going to go outside here and I'm going to be going around and seeing if we can get the radical middle. Isn't that awful? The radical middle, isn't that an oxymoron? And they're out there. They feel like you and I and many of us that this extreme, hatred, visceral hatred that comes. And when you hear Donald Trump speak, he wants to use and become president again, to use his office, to weaponize it for revenge for anyone that doesn't agree with him, or anyone that doesn't like him, or anyone that disagrees with his politics or whatever. And then basically only a fair election for Donald Trump is the one he won. And everybody else, it's all rigged against him. And the only rule of law is for all of us and everyone else, but he does not have to partake in that. The law doesn't pertain to him. That's not how we built this country, and it's not what this country's about. And then Joe Biden has been moved from what we thought was going to be the center, more of a centrist. We always thought him to be moderate middle, and been pushed clear to the left, Chris. And now we've got extremes on both sides, and we're going to say, okay, here's where the votes are. You want to get reelected? You better come back to the middle. And that's what I'm trying to do.
So why don't you just say you are planning to run for president and you're going to figure out if there's a way for you to get there with the time that you have to do it? Why not just be the guy that you've always been and just give a straight answer?
Well, I can give you a straight answer. That is not my motive right now. That's not what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to basically see if there's people that wish to do and find a candidate, whether it be me or anyone else. I said everybody right now should be concerned. I'm concerned about our government. I'm concerned about where we are and where we're going. I will do whatever I can to save this nation. I will.
One regret that my father had was that Hamlet on the Hudson stuff. That he would say, I don't know, I have plans, I don't have plans to make plans. He was dancing with the question of whether or not to run. And I'll tell you why he thought it was a mistake. If you believe it matters, then you go. And I watched your interviews with NBC, I watched it with CNN. The media loves the dangling of it. The regular people that you're looking for don't. If you care enough to make a difference, Senator, just say, I'm going to try to be president of the United States. I'll see if I can find a lane because I'm not going to go crazy left and I'm not going to go crazy right. Just say it. You got Lieberman saying that he wants you to be with his party, the no labels.
There has to be a movement from the middle. Do I have a burning desire to be president? No. Do I have a burning desire to save my nation and save our country and all of us? Absolutely. And I would do anything possible. The Democrats have went too far to the left. Can it move the Republicans that are leaning too far to the right? I think Donald Trump getting reelected, if he would destroy democracy as we know it. I think Joe Biden has gone too far to the left. Can that be corrected? I don't know. But you asked me point blank, why don't I just do it? I don't have a burning desire to do that. I have a burning desire to save the country. But if it comes down to it, would I do it? Yes. If it comes down to that, we're not there yet.
We know already, as we sit, people want different, they want better. People don't want Biden or Trump. People don't like the system. Even Democrats say the country's going the wrong direction, which you almost never hear when you have that being the party of the incumbent. You got 75% of voters overall, 95% of the out party, over 50% of the incumbent party. So you already have your answer. You know people want better and want different. They are desperate for it. If you want to help the country, what better way to help it?
Well, first of all, let's look at the concerns that we have and the concerns I hear all over the country when I travel, and even in West Virginia. They're concerned about the border. The borders are not secured. They're concerned about the people that are here that don't have a work visa. They can't even work to pay for themselves and pay taxes until we adjudicate them to see if they should be here or not. Some common sense things. Democrats are not strong on border, And Republicans don't want to give anyone a visa to work, just throw everybody out. You can't do that. They're not talking about basically financial. This morning, I can give you $33,720 billion of public debt. You can't continue this. Over $660 billion in interest payment. In 10 years, we'll be paying more on the interest of our debt than we will for anything else we do. These are things that can't be done. Education, you name it, we've got it. You name crime. We're concerned about crime in little communities in West Virginia now. It's permeated from everywhere. You've got to be tougher on crime. You've got to be disciplined. And education. I can talk about all those things because I've been right in the bowels of it. And we've got to have that movement. That movement's got to be from the moderate middle. You're not going to move the left and right unless they're afraid they're going to get defeated. And we're not there, but we've got to get that movement. And this is bigger than just the 2024. It's bigger than the 2024 election, too. It's going to go on. The middle's got to recapture the heart and soul of America. That's where people are.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.